The next map is called Station 8.
This is Station 8. We heard 12 go down and out. Surgical strike units are targeting railway station. Repeat, civil protection is coming.
So immediately it's clear that over there, that is Station 8 by the radio message. And it actually doesn't look half bad, this map. Even though it's clear that these are just cards and all that. You know, this... And I'll keep going on about it, is that the atmosphere to it. It kind of gives an impression rather than just like the full thing. Like, imagine if you had to like detail like all of these, or put like real trees in, and it'd take ages and ages. So it does a good job at that, or however, I don't know why the water is black. So moving on, if I can remember rightly, yes. There's zombies and Combine fighting. Okay, so not... It doesn't look too bad, as I said. But... the good thing here is the fact that these two Combine are hanging back, but that guy doesn't, however. And even the shotgun soldiers should still be at a distance. Like, there's this common misconception that, you know, you can have shotgun soldiers running right up to you in your face, because that's what, you know, shotguns are generally for short range. But when we say short range, you know, it's like they're really, really I don't want to say overpowered, but you know, they're really difficult to deal with at like right up close. So even if the shotgun soldiers are that distance away and hanging back, they can still be effective, and also, you know, fall into the category of fun and thought-provoking that I keep going on and on and on and on and on about. So the water actually looks better when you kind of look down like that. Ah yes, so this is actually quite a good puzzle, a simple puzzle. You see the barrel. We've had this a few times before, quite recently. I can't remember in what mods or whatever, but it's simplistic. You can just jump across it, and yeah, that's all fine. Now, where do we go? Where do we go? Actually, I don't even know if we're supposed to be up here. What is that over there? Yeah, I think we've broken the map. Well, maybe not broken it. I'm sure we could just jump down there, yeah. I think last time I kind of dropped down here and then came down this way. Right. Okay, so again, some good combat. They were hanging back. And... oh yeah, there's more. I'm going to prepare for this with my rocket. What?
Good doggy.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I think I died to that last time and I got confused.
Let's go.
It's a confusing ending to the map. It's very abrupt as well. I guess it could be that the mapper didn't have time to properly round it off. And you know, if you do have time, do make your endings slightly less abrupt. Because sometimes you know but there has been much worse. Obviously, there was Alex talking there and all that. But sometimes you just walk into a room and then it ends like that. So that map was fairly decent. It looked good, you know, especially for the amount of time that contestants had, and it, you know, the combat was well done in the sense that the Combine mostly hung back. Otherwise, there wasn't too much to the map. I mean, there was like the puzzles with the exploding barrels and a slight bit of subtle navigation, but it was still effective. So overall, I actually liked that map. Station 8, I believe it was called. Now we're on Bridge Battle. Ah, yeah. This, this is where my reading skills fail me, because I'm a slow reader. Or rather, it takes me a while to process that sort of stuff. So, I can't often get to the end of what he's saying. So, I think there's a problem, and I've got to go and fix it. That's basically what happens. So after this, I think... oh yeah, no, yeah, I think that was slightly pointless to have that whole text at the start anyway. But then, I believe this guy, this guy covers your back. I just read Bob as covers your back. With a sniper rifle. I wasn't aware of that like the first time. I wasn't sure what was going on. But it's cool how there's kind of an extra feature, like a sniper on your side instead of you fighting against one. And I like that idea. I really do. And then... and this is what I said before about these shotgun soldiers running right up to you. It's yeah, it's not right to have them running up here. Like, even like, what's he doing? But in this case, I mean, all of them are running up to you, and it's a mess. Actually, that guy's run for cover, but it's like only a few of them are running. The rest are just running right at me. And this isn't fun. I'm not having fun at the moment, just shooting them one after another. And there's the grenade box. I forgot momentarily where it was. And, oh yeah, this bit, right. How did we do this? Yeah. This took me a very long time to achieve, to win this battle the time. So hopefully I can get it done this time. Now the good thing is that this guy sticks to a pattern. He does like the same things. He goes in kind of a loop, which means that you can predict what he's going to do next. I'm just going to clear all these cars off, or try and clear them away, so I get a lot of space when he flies over with his you know, mines here. He does do it very fast though, like insanely quick. It's almost as if he's moving too quickly for anything to be effective now. If we catch this, then we can get him like that. Lucky shot, but a shot nonetheless. And I think he also drops one here somewhere, perhaps? Maybe not. No, I think I got him. Again. Okay, that's good. So that's kind of a messy battle. It's good that he did the same thing, so you could kind of predict and plan ahead, but even then it's still not a good place when he's like going into the trees and you can't see him and it's difficult to, you know, get him. Alright, there we go. That was supposed to happen the first time, but he seemed to have glitched out for some reason. And that was close. 2 HP. Yeah, this is going to be difficult, but here we've got a grenade box right in front of this, you know, hole, so it's kind of obvious what you do. Now, the first time I actually tried to go down there, I thought you could go down there, and it didn't work, obviously. But it's obvious what you have to do. Okay, so flashes up on screen, a key is required. Yeah, you've got to fight 2 of these guys. Who you can, in fact, lure out and easily dispatch of. So the key is your average, you know, makeshift key that you can just carry over here. And then I don't actually get what to do now because I went like this and I went outside to zoom view in. But it's like I wasn't sure what was going on there, so overall, the map was. I had a good idea with the sniper guy helping you, but it could have been used more effectively. Like the enemies could have entered from a place where you had to kind of lure them out, or rather there was a place where they could go where he couldn't see and you had to kill them, but he kind of got a few shots at them. Something that wasn't easy for you, but also not too difficult for you, and where he could be effective but not completely change the whole, map. Also, the chopper battle wasn't very fun. He moved a bit too fast and moved out of place too often, and maybe it was skillful, but at the 2 times I've played it, it just seemed like messy design. Otherwise, it wasn't a bad attempt at a map bridge battle. It wasn't a bad attempt, so well done for making that. The next map is called BlueOS. This map can only be described as madness in mapping form. And I'm not actually sure what this music is, but it's actually really good. Like, I would commend this map on the music. So this is kind of a puzzle map, a puzzle humor map, where you go about and read what he has to say. So obviously I should have probably been listening or reading them rather. So it's done in quite a humorous way. Obviously we've put that there. We can now move over here. Actually, I didn't read what that one said. But yeah, so it's kind of, it's really, really nice music and a really nice feel to it. I just love the graphical style of it for some bizarre reason. But I like the graphical style, the textures, just the way it's set up. So as you see, what's happening here is it's just sending us back. That's what the glitch does. So it's introducing a game mechanic just in this corridor here. It's just like, well, you can touch and see what happens. You just go back to, to facing it at that side. It's pretty simple. And there's thought that goes into which ones to push, which computers. I'm thinking something that needs to be done in these maps. So now it's introducing another game mechanic, these floating blocks. Ah yes, I remember this bit. And as you see, there's arrows on the wall kind of to explain or to show you, what to do basically. So it's clearly signifying what you've got to do, clearly pointing you in the right direction. And it's got a general nice feel to it. I mean, there's not a lot else I can say. It's... Wait, that's that one, yeah. That stuff is weird. Which stuff? I assume it's just a glitch. Maybe. Or the black stuff, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, yeah, there we go. And we've got to start back at it again, so there's a bit of physical skill, not just mental skill, if you know what I mean. And putting the two of them together is, you know, a really good idea. Instead of just, as I said, instead of just having the player thinking about something in these puzzle maps, having them like edging round like what I'm doing now is super. Now, right, there we go. And we can exit through this way. The glitch seems to be getting worse. And it's getting dark. The music stopped. Now, I think we've got to walk in there, although it's quite counterintuitive as we've been taught not to walk into these kind of blocks there. So a player could possibly get confused and not go that way. But I think what you've got to do, actually I'll just try dropping down here, dropping down there. Yeah, so the player has been taught not to walk into these blocks, but to finish, you've got to walk into these blocks. So that's just one thing that's slightly slightly not as good in terms of game design. We've got to do it again, but this time at least we... So, overall, I think that map was really good. It was really challenging. It kind of made you think, but it wasn't too difficult. It wasn't frustrating in any way. It introduced new gameplay elements along the way. And, you know, I really hope that the maker decides to one day kind of make a full game out of it. Maybe get it on Steam Greenlight. Oh wait, that stopped, didn't it? Oh well, never mind. We'll move on. The next entry is called One Good Turn. Okay, one good turn. This is an example of seeing the ending or facing the ending at the very, very start. A really good thing to do. You can see kind of, you can guess what you've got to do. And then you can see parts of the map down here. You can see kind of this courtyard along here. There's stuff there. I like it. So there's a bit of searching to do for the crowbar, but once you've got it, you can break through here. So the combat The combat here, like, it's not bad at this stage. Like, they are kind of hanging back. It's just they could be, you know, blocked off or something, like behind these fences here. I don't know, just a suggestion. There's ammo. Wow, where did he come from? Cool little physics puzzle. I think you can also... Can you do the same thing here? You it doesn't look like you can. But you can go all the way around and collect that crate over there. And now we're out at the courtyard, so we can... I think I missed that. Yeah, I could have like shot one of them, but I messed up my grenade throw. So, yeah, we'll call the elevator while I take on these guys. To be fair, I think it's pointless having an elevator there. I think it would be beneficial if the player just jumped down, but yeah, whatever. So now we've got another gunship battle. We've had a lot of gunship battles. And fairly easy. And there were plenty of places to hide if I needed all these places. And now we can progress. So it's cool how there's kind of like this, you know, the rope, you know, showing you what, well, or yeah, kind of showing you that something is a thing basically, and ropes are used a lot, which is good. So we get to this point, and this could be more. This could look more like a console with like a light or something on it. Just something to draw the player's attention, because it's really easy just to run past and miss it. Although it is right here, it's still good to show the player what to do. So I think we can just run across it. We don't need the car. In fact, I don't know if you can actually get in the car. One good turn. It was a pretty basic map. You could actually see the majority of the map, the main sections, which is good. The combat was okay, but again, it could be much better. The gunship battle was underwhelming, but if it had approached from a closer distance and didn't give the player as much time to prepare, as in to see it coming and then wait and then fire as soon as it got close, I think it would have been much better.